tell everybody that this is going to be taken down by court order. So if everybody, if they have anything to say, if they would identify themselves first and speak clearly and loudly. And Tina Stump is our court reporter here, so make sure that she hears what you said, okay? And that's what I'm going to go ahead and do.
All right. Chief, can we hit the door, please? Sure. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we're going to call this meeting to order. First, I'd like to introduce the board here, the electoral board, which is myself, Mr. Call, Mr. Jeff Radford, and Mr. Richard Duncan. The purpose of this board meeting today is to consider the objections of the objectors. We're looking at Mr. Jerry Nichols, Ms. Christina Walker, and Ms. Gloria McCoy. Relevant events that we have are the nominating papers filed by Jerry Nichols for District 3 on December the 12th of 2016, the nominating papers filed by Christina Walker for District 4 on December the 12th, 2016, the nominating papers filed by Gloria McCoy for District 6 on December the 12th, 2016. Also, Mr. Askew, Quentin Askew, is he here? Okay. Next, we have also the objection, the verified objectors' petitions were timely filed. Myself, municipal officers, the electoral board received them timely. I received timely notification of the verified objectors' petitions, whereas Mr. Duncan walked them down to me in a timely manner. The copy of verified objectors' petitions were sent registered mail to Jerry Nichols for the right of Cahokia Party, Christina Walker, Gloria McCoy, and Quentin Askew. Call of hearing was sent certified mail as well, and copies delivered to the St. Clair County Sheriff's Department. At this time, are there any preliminary motions? At this time, I'm going to make a motion to adopt the municipal officers electoral board rules for the village of Cahokia. At this time, asking for a motion, and I'll make a motion. And a second. Okay. Now, at this time, each party shall receive the information in paragraph 2.
All those in favor?
All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Okay, I'm going to give both parties a copy of the rules for this hearing, which have just been adopted. And if you need a chance to review them, go ahead. They've just been adopted, so they weren't distributed yet.
I could have been distributed before now.
No, they don't. They don't get distributed until they're adopted.
Okay, so at this time, everyone should have.
If anybody needs time to review those, we can do that now if you'd like. We want to make sure everybody understands the rules. There's nothing really unusual about them. They're just rules of the legal type hearing that will take place.
So I will, is there anyone that needs further time to review those rules?
Yes.
Okay.
chance to review the rules and have a question?
Okay.
Okay. Question?
No, thank you.
Okay, at this time, I ask the commissioners then to, since the motion has been made and passed, that you sign the last page of the board rules to.
Okay. This should be on the last page. On each one of your copies, it should, when you turn to the last page, you need to sign it.
I think he has a copy. So, they're right here, there's just, that would be the original.
Okay, this time, we're going to allow 10 minutes for the objectors to present their opening statement, if they would like to.
Yes, I would, may I remain seated or prefer that I stay?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead, see.
I'd like to start by saying good morning to the board. My name is Garrett Warner. I'm the attorney for the petitioners, objectors, Fallon Nolden, Rhonda Wofford, and Phyllis Pearson, all of which are seated to my left and present here this morning. By way of opening, I would like to begin by stating that this objection is clear. It's based upon the statutes that control the making of nominations, and in particular the forming of new political parties, section 10-2. What we have here is a failure on the part of the respondents, candidates, the Right for Cahokia Party, and its candidates, Jerry L. Nichols, Christina A. Walker, and Gloria McCoy, to follow the signature requirements contained in section 10-2 of the political party. I'm going to ask, by way of evidence, when we begin that portion, that the board take judicial notice of its nomination papers. And what's important about the nomination papers is if you look at the petitions for nomination, each of which were contained a heading at the top that says, "We, the undersigned qualified voters of the village of Cahokia in the county of St. Clair and state of Illinois, do declare that it is our intention to form a new political party in the political division aforesaid, to be known as designated as the Right for Cahokia Party." So what we have here is an attempt to form a political party within the village as a whole. And the section 10-2 is very clear that those types of petitions, when you're forming a new political party in an area or political subdivision that's less than the entire state, you need the petition to be signed by qualified voters equal to number not less than 5% of the number of voters who voted at the next preceding regular election in such district or political subdivision in which such district or political subdivision voted as a unit for the election of officers to serve its respective territorial area. And again, this respective territorial area is the village of Cahokia. If you go down further in section 10.2, it talks about the requirements of each component of the petition as well as the entire petition. And in particular, it says the entire petition, including all components, must be signed by a total qualified voters of the entire political subdivision, equaling in number not less than 5% of the number of voters who voted at the next preceding regular election in such political subdivision at which an officer was elected to serve the political subdivision at large. So that points us to the consolidated election of April 7, 2015, and I'm going to submit, ask that when the evidence time comes, that this board take judicial notice of the official canvass of the consolidated election conducted in the village of Cahokia on April 7, 2015, which is going to reflect that the number of ballots cast was 3,919. As reflected in the verified objector's petition, simple calculation of 5% of that would require a petition to form a new political party, the Right for Cahokia Party, to have 196 voter signatures. shy by 85 signatures, and therefore it's invalid. And I think the case law is clear that the signature requirements are mandatory. The Illinois Supreme Court just ruled on this last year. And for that reason, opposed to the evidence, I'm going to ask that this board not allow the names of the Right for Cahokia Party and its candidates, Jerry L. Nichols, Christina Walker, and Lori McCoy, to appear on the ballot for the April 4, 2017 consolidated election in the Village of Cahokia.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Long. Next, we have the respondents have 10 minutes to present their opening statement if they would like to.
I do. You know, basically it's objection. It states city in a portion of paragraph 10L, I mean, 1LCS 5-10-2. It says, in case the petition to form a political party within a political subdivision at large. This is not at large. I was elected in 13. 3 districts ran in 13. To me, this has nothing to do with your election. This should go back to 2013 when I ran. There was 1,007 ballots cast in my election. So why do we have to turn around and go to 3,900, which those 3 districts, what was it, 1, 2, and 5, didn't have nothing to do with us in this election. So this is not an at-large election. So I went to county and got signatures from the county board, right there at the county. They told me, and I got it laying right here, here it is from county. Margaret told me that you can't use the 2015 election. There's no way to extract that many votes. It has to go back to 2013 election, where I was elected then. And we all had the right amount. We only needed 50 signatures if we go back to the right election. I don't know where I see that in that election guide, but to me, it's not fair to us to have to run off with 3,900 signatures. You know, it's not right. We should go back to 2013 election.
Okay. Any other? Okay. So at this time, the objectors have presented their case in chief, as well as the respondents. Any rebuttals?
Well, I would, by way of evidence, I would ask that this board take judicial notice and admit into evidence the nomination papers of the Right for Cahokia Party and its candidates that are the subject of this objection. Jerry L. Nichols, Christina Walker, and Lori McCoy. I would ask that be admitted as evidence.
You're asking the nomination papers or the petition for objections?
Both.
Both,
I'm
okay.
asking first for the nomination papers that underlie the
Okay.
objection, and also for the verified objector's petition to both be admitted as evidence.
Those have all been filed in the clerk's office. The nomination papers of the candidates who are being challenged and the objections that have been lodged against those candidates. So my suggestion is that you should take judicial notice and they should be admitted as exhibits in this hearing.
I will admit that as evidence in this hearing. What we'll need to do now is basically, we'll have a recess here so that I can look over all of the.
If I may,
Go ahead.
I also would ask that you would take judicial notice of the canvass of the Village of Cahokia election at large in 2015, April 7, 2015, I have a certified copy.
Okay.
A copy.
And why don't we, for the record, Mr. Horner, why don't we call the nomination petitions group, objectors group Exhibit 1, the petition for objection to the objectors group Exhibit 2, and this certified copy of the consolidated election of April 7th, 2015, we will mark with your permission group, or exhibit, not group exhibit, but exhibit number 3.
Please, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I have these numbers from county.
Well, hold on, right now, we're in the presentation of the objector's case, and then anything that they will present, we will take into consideration, then it will be your turn. The objectors go first because the burden is on them.
That is all the evidence that I have.
Okay. If I should just ask a few questions of the objectors. First of all, I'm going to ask you if all the allegations in your petition you believe are true and accurate to the best of your, because we've admitted that in evidence as your testimony in this case. So would you raise your right hands and be sworn in?
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes.
Okay, ladies, I'm going to ask you all together about this, and I want you to answer individually, however. Are the allegations that you made in the petition of objections that you filed in this matter, are they true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And if sworn as a witness and called up here, would you be able to testify truthfully under oath to each and every of the allegation in those petitions?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know who is who for the record? Okay. That's all questions.
And I will know for the record that the allegations in the objector's petition are verified under oath.
They are.
They do reflect a oath and affirmation that
They are.
true and correct to the best of their knowledge.
Mr. Horner, any other evidence that you'd like to present?
No, thank you.
And do the objectors rest?
The objector's rest with the evidence.
Subject to rebuttal.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Nichols, rebuttal?
The only thing I got is what I got from the county. County wrote these down, they were tender, and it just showed me, this is your election. I was told this election could not be used because it was at large. This comes from county, not me. I got these right.
I'm going to object that this is hearsay. I'm not sure who they're speaking about.
I take it,
They're not here
Mark.
across the table. So I don't think it's appropriate for him to testify as to hearsay statements made by the out of the purview of this hearing.
Okay, go ahead. If you know, we'll give it to you. Go ahead.
Margaret gave me these at county. I
Uh-huh.
don't know Margaret's last name, I'm sure everybody else does. This could not be used. She went and got this one, this was from my election. Because this is an at-large election. There's no way we should have come up to this many signatures for at-large, because we only run in 3 districts. We don't run in the other 3. We don't have no mayor, we don't have no clerk on our ballot. This is just us. There's 3 of us, Gloria, Christie, and myself. And as far as I know, these are the signatures I told I was supposed to have, and it come to 50.
Okay.
So,
Now, there's an objection of hearsay. We're going to, Mr. Horner said on your objection, we're going to give this whatever weight it deserves. The electoral rules provide that the strict rules of evidence don't apply, but the committee, the electoral board should consider the weight, that and the weight, and what is reliable and not reliable. So my recommendation is that the objection be denied and give what weight it deserves to the hearsay that has been testified to.
Objection denied. I'm going to go ahead and, do you have anything else, Mr.
so I
Nichols?
got it.
Do you don't want to present any sworn testimony, or do you want to mark any exhibits to be part of the
One I
record?
got it, one I got from county.
You want to mark those as exhibits? Okay, and how many papers are there?
There's 4.
Okay, well, can we mark those as respondents, exhibits 1 through 4? Objectors, okay, got the number 3. We do need stickers for 1 and 2, but we'll have to get those to you because that is the petition. You don't have an extra copy of the petition of the agenda.
Not in its entirety.
Well, we'll go ahead and get those.
Usually the originals become part of the record.
Yes, and so we don't have those tomorrow, but we'll take care of them. Okay.
I haven't seen those yet.
Okay.
If I may, just for the record, I would like to interpose an objection to respondents exhibit 1, 2, 3, and 4 on 2 bases. The first being that none of these documents are certified with respect to canvassing of the consolidated election of April 9, 2013, or April 7, 2015. They also contain extraneous writing, looks like handwriting, that I'm certain wouldn't be part of a certified copy either. And they also contain a reference to a sworn statement that is based on last year's date. So for those reasons, I would object to their admission. Okay, thank you.
And you, Mr. Nichols and Ms. McCoy, you are moving that these be presented into evidence?
Yes.
Okay. There has been a motion to present these 4 exhibits into evidence, and there's been an objection to them. The objection, which is a well-recognized objections under the law, should be considered. My recommendation is that because the rules of evidence are loosened in this proceeding, that these respondents' exhibits be admitted and given whatever weight they're worth. And you should rule on that. Either objection sustained, objection overruled. I'm suggesting it should be overruled.
Okay. Overruled.
Okay. These exhibits will be admitted. And any other testimony or other presentation that you'd like to make, Mr. Nichols? Any other testimony? Anybody else have, excuse me, from them, anybody else have any testimony to present? Any other respondents? Okay. One thing I'd ask you to do is that before you leave, that the parties and the attorneys put their name and address down on this sheet so that we can contact you. Put a number that we can get a hold of you. Because what we're going to do is recess in order to review the exhibits, review the transcript, and then we will reconvene in order to make a decision and announce a decision to you. This is one meeting that will be reconvened in the same meeting, and we will talk about that here in a minute when we decide a date. And then we want to be sure to decide a date that everybody can make it so that we don't have to have another opens meeting and posted. At this time, Mr. Horner, do you have any, other than your objection, do you have any rebuttal?
I have no rebuttal evidence, and I'll stand on my opening statement as my closing argument.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else by any parties?
Does it make a difference if, on these papers they served me didn't have senior on it? Everything I signed with my name, everything that's senior behind my name, they served me the papers with just Jerry Nichols.
Okay.
I do have a son named Jerry.
Okay, did you get the paperwork though? Okay, Technically, that's not your, if you claim that's not your name, it may not be, but as long as you got notice, it's of no consequence, as long as you got the notice. If you didn't get the notice, and your son did, and you didn't appear, that would make a difference.
Okay. So no other objections. As previously mentioned, we're going to take a recess for the purpose of filing a written brief, and also that'll give me, as the chairman, an opportunity to look at all of the evidence that has been presented, and then to come back at a later date with the decision. Now, at this time, we need to figure out a date that is suitable for everyone to attend. You're looking at January the 19th as a key date, so I need to make sure that everyone can attend on January the 19th.
It'd be 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. And that is on a Thursday. So Thursday, January 19th, 9 o'clock. If there are no objections to that date, then we will set that.
Can everybody acknowledge they can make out the date, then we won't have to repost a notice?
January 19th at 9 a.m. is fine for the objectors.
Respondents?
Okay.
Respondents that acknowledge that time is fine.
Okay. January 19th, 2017, at 9 o'clock here in this room. We will reconvene with a decision at that time.
Before we adjourn for the day, could I ask that Mr. Nichols and Ms. McCoy, do you know if Christina Walker is?
She has a funeral today, first step in,
Okay.
that's why she's not here.
Okay. I just said, so, well, the record reflect that Christina Walker did not appear because she had a funeral.
I will contact her.
Okay.
I want to say something.
Yes, ma'am.
Our mayor is the one who really got us off this ballot. How is it fair to us to go before, for him to be the one to judge, him and to judge for us to stay out?
Ma'am, we're just following the statute. The statute provides that the mayor is the chairman of any electoral board committee, the clerk is a member, and then in this case.
Well, we were thrown off before we even put our papers in.
Okay.
So how, I mean, I didn't even turn my papers in, and it was said that we were going to be thrown out. So how, I just don't understand how, if he's going to throw us out, he's not going to change it.
Pardon me?
He's not going to change it if he's going to throw us out. So, I mean, to me, this is a waste of time to sit here.
Well, the only thing I can say is there's a three-man committee. If
Three
two out
men, and those 3 men are here.
Okay.
Those are his men.
Okay.
So we don't stand a fighting chance.
Okay. Did you have anything else to add?
No.
Okay.
Council, do you have anything else?
I do not have anything else. As long as everybody's clear that we will recommence, we are not adjourning the hearing, it's just being continued for a decision on to the 19th, January 19th at 9 a.m. And would you, the people who aren't here, would you pass that on to
You
them?
contact us.
I am also here for a second hearing.
Yes, well, and we're going to commence that as soon as this is concluded. Thank you.
Okay, so if there's nothing else, I'll just make a motion. I want to make a motion here to adjourn. The time now is,
Let's use the word to continue to this matter till January 19th.
to continue until the 19th of January. Time now is 9:33. Okay?
I make a motion.
Okay, motion, second? Second, effort, meeting adjourned. Thank you.